The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between these road warriors and the home team. To determine who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. The conference championship is underway. This will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Williams starting with a pass here. Cut down the field, Golden. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Ready to hit! Here we go.
Williams to throw on first. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
What is it? Vegas, Vegas! Yes.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
3rd down. Here's Williams. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Fourth down and 9, and look at this. The offense is still out there. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that means first down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Taking a shot deep here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That's going to be something to watch as this game goes on, Brock. We know they like to take their shots throughout.
Yeah, and we know this league today, Kate, loves to play that umbrella coverage, right? Try to keep everything in front of them.
Yep.
The only way you're going to get behind them is to take shots like that one.
On second down, Robinson. Well, they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's going to bring up first down.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play-action pass to come.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And tough sledding for him. Only room to get it to the 30. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Hey, Alpha, sit up. You at X. You at X. Yeah. Go. Hey, nice shot. Hey, middle. Go ahead.
From the gun, Jackson. Buying some time right. Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. And they won't manage a ton. This gets to about the 26. Eric Stokes getting there for the stop.
You know, Kate, that really is one of the benefits that comes with experience. You'll feel it. Right? Look at the quarterback, never seeing the rush, never looking at the rush. Instead, eyes are downfield, and the big play follows.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4.
Alpha, sit up.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Finds his back. It's Robinson. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Jackson's going to throw again. They connect for the first. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Staying with Robinson. Fights his way through a tackle. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
At the 2-yard line.
Hey, middle. Robinson.
They charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Once more, it's Robinson. And he gets in. Touchdown! These guys have a great first drive and get the game's first points. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. So the first lead of our game goes to our visitors, Brock, and I know it is very early, but tough not to have that word upset at least start to creep into your mind just a bit.
You go into someone else's building in the playoffs, this place has been juiced. They have been so hyped to get to this game. Yeah, and the odds certainly in the home team's favor, but you go out and score, touchdown in the opening drive, you level it a whole bunch.
Reed now to kick this one away. And not liking what it looked like ahead of him there, Brock. So he's going to take a knee, and this is going to come out to the 35-yard line.
They're on the 35-yard line.
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. First down, Williams. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. So we're through one here in the AFC title game. 7-0 is our score. We'll return with more NFL action right after this. Second quarter about to get underway, and this home crowd excited as their guys have possession. They've got a first to begin the frame. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And it sets up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
What is up?
Working from the gun, Williams. That one doesn't find its man, incomplete.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Complete to Pitts. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. It's a gain of 22. And that is good for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Again, it's Williams. Back to Pitts it goes. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. To the air yet again. Williams. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Enough to Gibbs from the gun. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Third and goal, it's Williams. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every round, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with. Right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense to the line. Here we go. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
With the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. Escapes the pocket. Brought in right side. He's hit just before he can pick up that first. So 3rd and short coming up from the 33.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Setting him on the dive. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Now we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. Stay with us. More of the NFL on EA Sports coming up. We've set it down from 37. First down throw for Jackson. Bails out of the pocket quick. That's pulled in by the rookie out of Oklahoma. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive. This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Another carry for Robinson. He takes it ahead for a healthy 7 yards. It's 3rd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
7th play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6.
Yeah. Run. Run.
Robinson on the inside give. And tackled just in time to prevent that first down. That brings up 4th and maybe a yard.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, he Got a nice little gain on the ground.
All right, they made the red zone, and it's touchdown or bust, it seems. They were lining up to go for this. And the defense escapes. They had a nice drive going, but the defense gets off the field by forcing that turnover on downs.
I think we are so preconditioned when a QB sneak is called, we think it's going to be a first down, right? Well, I think they expected him to get it too. But now they got to adjust in a hurry and get their defense out there to make a stand of their own.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Williams from the gun. To the left, that's pulled in by Golden. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. First down now, ball at the 33. Williams will look to throw. That one's complete. Amari on Hampton. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Williams on first down. Cut down the field, Golden. This is going to be down to about the opposing 36 for their next snap. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
First down throw by Williams. Finds the in route complete. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that gain. Now the offense is going to take its third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Coming to the line for another first and 10. Here's Williams again. And he's got his man. Touchdown. These guys take the lead just before halftime. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That one splits the uprights. And his guys break that tie and now lead by 7. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. This return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. Back to throw it. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. They get 19 on that pickup. And that gives them the first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Looking to throw. He puts some air under it deep down the left. His final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. trophy waiting in the wings for whoever can finish this game out as we're back underway. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's sent out right after he makes that catch at the 40-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And they're going to have a first down now. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
This is caught by Jalen Waddle. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll set him up with a fresh set of downs. Double coverage, a deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And a solid gain there, Brock, of about 5. Takes him inside the 40-yard line. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Try and run here with Robinson. He's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that one.
And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Motion man sent left. The give here to the motion man. And 2nd down only works out for a yard.
A 1-yard gain. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6. To the air on 3rd and long. Picking Hawkinson, he's got it. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor.
And he's able to take this one in for the touchdown. These guys cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Pass on for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And these guys tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And nope, not chancing this one. Knee down for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35. Williams to throw on first. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Williams off the play fake. It's complete. Sanders has gotten that right. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
Man, the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
Gun. Here's Williams. Hauled in by Worthy, right side. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
New set of downs from the 37.
What is that?
Again, it's Williams. Knocked away, and that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, and that brings up second down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two. It could have gone the other way.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's second and 10. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but, man, the defense took that away, too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything, and they just did.
The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
What is up?
To the air yet again, Williams. And this is going to be incomplete. Great looking catch, but he lost track of that sideline and went out of bounds. We've got fourth down.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On third down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
A 54-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they've taken back the lead.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Has this at the 6. And he gets to the 25, but not much further before going out.
First down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Chance here for one final play before the end of our quarter. First and 10, around to Robinson. And he's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the quarter. Only one frame remains before we see who's going to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. It'll be their football and their playoff future in jeopardy as they trail. So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. Emmanuel Forbes makes the play. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. It's a gain of 12 on that one, and that's good for a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. To throw, Williams. Screen here for Gibbs. And that's a key stop defensively, Brock. They need more of those as they trail by a score.
I know coordinator, quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Williams from the gun. He rolls to his right. Throw right side, caught by Thomas. And he's down to almost, actually going to give him the 30 here. It's a 29-yard gain, and that gives him a first down.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Gibbs now from the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. So the defense gave it the clock a little bit. So they call a timeout just before our 2-minute warning. 2:04 to go.
At the 30-yard line.
All right, this is going to be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Out of the pistol, Williams. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled for a short gain. We've reached the 2-minute warning. These guys only up by a few. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Completes another one to Thomas. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal. Williams with a quick pass out wide. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Line of scrimmage once again, that 7-yard line as they get set, 2nd and goal.
32! Yes!
They're going to pass it here. He has the touchdown. These guys make them pay for turning it over. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
Luke tacks on the extra points. And his guys make it a 10-point ball game.
Visitors 14.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Returnable from the 2. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. And it's as we expected, partner. We call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give them that 1st down. Oh, an exceptionally painful penalty as it sets up 1st and 10 now inside the red zone. Lamar now from the gun, rolling out to his left. He takes it himself, and he's out of bounds at the 6-yard line. 1st and goal coming up.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Kate, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal. Jackson looking to throw. Near the goal line. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Upping the pace here as the clock continues to run. Here he is to throw. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Tyler Bass on now for the field goal try. This is a chip shot from the left hash. Kicked well, and this is good! And it pulls them back within 1 score here in the 4th.
And so they take the field goal right there, Kate. That's the right play. I think you've got to make that decision, especially with no timeouts left. But now comes the critical kick. I think an onside kick is coming right here.
And they come through with the recovery. That one should win them this game. And he's able to get this down to the 36. No timeouts remaining here, partner, so they can just run out this clock. There's a design run. So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. Love these pictures, Brock. Go ahead, guys. Take it all in. You are going to be playing in the Super Bowl. What a moment for so many of them getting to this point.
It is. It is so cool, and you can see it and feel it. The real emotion of celebrating this title, but they know that ultimately it's not an AFC title they want. They want a Super Bowl title.
With Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It was a great effort from our winners as we say so long until next time.